Hello, hello, hello. It's the live stream that nobody watches. It's coffee time, where we look at the news, mainly at the Daily Mail website because, hey, minimum effort. Minimum effort. Oh, top story. How much is your council tax set to rise? I don't want to know. Life gets more expensive. For those of you outside the UK, the council tax is something that we pay that's supposed to maintain the community. It means the local council get to pay all their employees, their executives, their council leaders, for lots and lots of money, and then there's still things that go wrong, no services. Yeah, council tax. It never goes down. Always goes up. Sometimes they freeze it, but new figures have shown that 129 out of 136 county councils and unitary local authorities in England are increasing the taxes by up to 4.99% a year. That's just shy of 5%. This is in April. It's good because February, March we get a respite. We don't have to pay any. I like those 2 months. But the rest of the year, we pay 170 something, 175, I think it is, which is an incredible amount of money. But there we go. So yeah, they've got a little map. There's a little map for us to look at, and we can all get a little bit more miserable. And as you can see, you can see where's Essex. Yeah, it's going up by nearly 5%. That's not good. I think most of them are. Yeah, look, most of them, except Thurrock. They're going up to 7.99%. So poor Thurrock there. So yeah, it doesn't matter where you go around the country. Well, no, Birmingham has got no council tax, and neither does Wolverhampton. Maybe it hasn't been announced yet. Aha, the voices you hear are the folks coming in. If the microphone's picking it up, I don't know. They've just come back. So yeah, life's about to get even more expensive. Ain't that grand? No, that's not grand at all. Meanwhile, let's have some police are useless news. We know that. This is a story of Alexandra Vlad. She woke up on February 6th to find that her Lexus UX had gone missing from her drive. She lives in Newham, in East London. There you go. This is what it looks like. Very fancy, very fancy. But she has got a tracking app inside her car. And here's Miss Vlad herself. She immediately jumped on an app which told her the location of her car. And she found it was 6 miles away in Hackney. So she called the police and gave them the information. But she says she was told to go and get the car herself. And this didn't cheer her at all. Imagine it wouldn't. She said, I was more shaken by the experience of dealing with the police than the car being stolen itself. I told them what happened, and I could see the last location of the engine. They told me they wouldn't be there for at least an hour. It was a dodgy part of Hackney, so I felt unsafe. Miss Vlad said the police advised her to go and see if the car was parked, but told her not to approach if somebody was in it, and to call them when she was there. She believes that they put her in a dangerous position and they showed little regard for her safety. Again, it's really not. It's not our job to police ourselves. That's why we have the police. It's in the title. They are the police. And yeah, somebody had tried to remove the tracker from her car. Again, if she'd have said that the person had misgendered her or used the wrong pronouns, or said something mean on Twitter, the police would have been there like a shot. Sorry, I had to do the obvious punchline. I'm so sorry, because the police are so inept at the moment. They forget what they are here to do. And again, it would have been really easy for them to send a squad car there to make sure it was safe, and then to call Miss Vlad, and then she could have gone and collected her car. That's all it took. It takes nothing. It takes nothing. We got more. We're doubling down on how awful the police are. This is the story of Anthony Morton. He was an officer with the Wiltshire Police since 2001. And here he is. Well, anyway, he's not a policeman anymore. Why is that? Because he's been dismissed. What did he do? Well, the panel that was held at Devices HQ heard that he was accused of inappropriate and misogynistic behaviour. There were 9 allegations from 11 female colleagues that dated from April 2020 to September 2022, and the panel upheld all of the allegations. He was accused of having a wholly misogynistic treatment, and it saw him make outrageous sexual comments, including what their ponytails could be used for. Anyway, Chief Constable Roper said his actions are indicative of a pattern of behaviour which is wholly misogynistic, using overtly sexualised language both to demean and intimidate the women he worked alongside. And so, he's been dismissed. And he's been placed on the College of Policing Barred Advisory List, which means he will no longer be able to pursue a future career in policing. Now, he'll change his name and sneak back. They often do, don't they? Good news, everybody. They reckon they found the body of Abdul Azidi in the River Thames. This is 3 weeks after he carried out a terrible attack on a mother and children. And it wasn't hard to spot because he was missing half of his face. So, but hey, that's good. They found him floating in the river. That saves us putting up in His Majesty's pleasure, doesn't it? Saves us some cash. If only more criminals just threw themselves in the Thames. It's like flushing away the turds, isn't it? This is a good one. This is why you should always. Now I'm getting reading this. I'm surprised. I did wash my hands though. Joshua Hodges quit his role at an aquatic design company in Surrey, right? Because he was told he had to work building ponds instead of cleaning and maintaining the fish tanks, often in the homes of clients, right? So, he wasn't too happy with that. But then he went on to develop an incredibly rare form of fish tuberculosis. I didn't know that fish got tuberculosis, but there you go. And they reckon he got it because he habitually bit his nails and did not wear any gloves when his hands were in the water. Now, again, I was guilty of that when I had a massive fish tank, and I used to just put my hands in, but I did wash my hands, and I didn't bite my nails like this guy. This guy apparently bit his nails to the extent that his fingers regularly bled. But this was Aqua Techniques Designs, and they're based in Surrey. So anyway, he tried to lodge an unfair dismissal case with them, and used his medical condition as part of that. The medication to combat the fish tuberculosis also meant that Hodges was unable to work many morning and afternoons for up to a year, the Unemployment Tribunal heard. To avoid Hodges getting another bout of disease and risk being sued because of it, the owners of Aqua Techniques decided to move him to a role with minimal exposure to fish. But he was unhappy with the move, claiming he'd been forced to choose between two evils, and sued them for unfair dismissal. He didn't have a hope in hell of winning this. However, his case has been rejected by an employment judge who found out he had not been forced to leave his job. No. I had a similar thing happen to me, but I didn't do it deliberately. When we had the shop, a guy who was working with us insulted one of our customers, Bacteria marinum, and it's fish tuberculosis, lovely, and it's a rare skin infection, which meant he had to be prescribed with high-dose antibiotics with side effects that included unpleasant nausea. He tried and he failed, and there you go. He should have worn gloves, or at least kept a level of cleanliness. Absolutely bonkers behaviour there, but there's something. It comes from the Bible, I'm sure of it. Okay, yeah. And apparently they've got rid of this. They've removed the traditional logo and replaced it with a more stylised, almost like a Starbucks style lion face. And it's a lion's head with bees. I mean, I don't see a problem with it myself. But people are furious. I think I quite like that design, actually, looking at it. Let's have a look at that again. I quite like it. You can see it's actually a lion compared to you know what that is. I mean, it's again, that's very, very old logo, and I'm surprised they've not replaced it sooner. And you've got that, and you've still got the bee there and the lion's head. It still could be the lion's skull, couldn't it? But anyway, people are furious, furious because of change. Here's a better picture here. You can see the lion. Let's see. Out of the stings came forth sweetness, it says. And you can see the dead lion and the bees making a honeycomb in his skull. But yeah, people are upset and have branded this a Gen Z rebrand. But yeah. James Whiteley, brand director for Lars Golden Syrup, said, but while we'll continue to honour our original branding with the heritage tin, so it hasn't changed on the tin, but on the squeezy bottles it has. Consumers need to see brands moving with the times and meeting their current needs. Well, their current needs is to make honey, I guess, in your case, or golden syrup. I always find it funny when I say logos meeting needs. Logos should just advertise the product. Our fresh contemporary design, I agree with that, brings Lyle into the modern day, appealing to everyday British household while feeling nostalgic and authentically Lyle's. Oh, again, I don't have an issue with it. Oh, it's from Samson. They've got it here. Samson's Riddle, Book of Judges, 14:14. And he said unto them, out of the eater came something to eat, and out of the strong came something sweet, because the bees made honey in the lion's skull. So there you go. But yeah, Golden Syrup's creator, Abram Lyle, was a religious man who decided to include a Christian analogy on its tins. In the Book of Judges, Samson killed a lion with his bare hands before he returned to carcass a few days later to find a swarm of bees had created a hive in its body. There you go. And in the story, Samson took honey from the hive. See, I did know. I've read the Bible a long time ago when I was a kid. So there you go. But yeah, people are furious, apparently. I'm not. But this is what news is these days. This is what news is. Skip that. Put that to one side. Sorry about this, I'm just trying to get through it. Oh, here we have Guess the Food. Right, this is hospital food that you've got to guess what it is. Right. Guess the food. Any ideas? Apparently that's an omelette. If you serve that to me, I'd fucking throw it at you. Seriously. It's chips and chicken goujons, which look like they've been days old. These are not appealing foods. Well, it's fish fingers and chips, obvious. What? It's a pie and some croquettes, I believe. Ugh. Oh, it looks like a dog shit. That's sausage and mash. Looks like a dog's done it. Oh, mystery meat, anyone? That's a roast dinner, apparently. Oh, this isn't good. Nope. That is the plastic from a skin of a sausage that was in served to a woman in White Abbey Hospital. She looks like a burns victim. Well, that's nice. That's salmon. Nice. This is at the high end. This is at the London Clinic. I'm going to go there. And they also served pizza. It's not fun when it looks nice, is it? We want the horrible stuff. Oh, this is far too good. That's more like it. Again, is that a slice of chicken with some potatoes? Ugh. Again, what the? That's a chicken breast? Really? Oh my god, it's enough to make you sick, isn't it? Cat vomit. Oh, you got to be kidding. A boiled egg and lettuce. I think you got more at the when the Japanese internment camps, didn't you? Jesus. More cat vomit. This time with some sweet corn. Oh, Jesus. That's supposed to be cauliflower cheese. I don't even know what that is. A rotten jacket potato. So it was a rotten potato. And yeah, so World Food scoring. It's not looking good out there. Remember, folks, don't get sick. Stay at home. It's enough to make you ill. Oh dear. Well, that was pretty grim, wasn't it? I've gone and clicked the wrong button, and I'm just waiting for it to refresh. I did see a very. I did. Is a story for you. This is a health story. This is Karen Cook from Southport in Merseyside. She's got a condition called pain hyperacusis, which means that everyday sounds seem louder than they are and cause intense pain. She says even the sound of her children laughing tortures. I have a similar condition. Other people's laughter. It's like a dentist drill, isn't it? You get that? Well, it's a very, very sad condition, and she has to wear headphones. Very sad. Well, she should move to Norfolk because nobody laughs there. And if she lives next door to the in-laws, very quiet, because the old man, he don't like noise. Mrs. is looking at me. She's looking at me. Don't worry, don't watch this. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. So yeah, hyperacusis, and the condition developed suddenly in 2022, and has worsened over the years. Noises such as the rustling of leaves or traffic that passes her house is enough to trigger discomfort and pain. Wow. That is what a terrible condition. Again, according to the NHS website, everyday sounds seem much louder than they are. So jingling coins, dogs barking, car engines, somebody chewing, or a vacuum cleaner could be an issue. And the condition appears alongside tinnitus, head injuries, Meniere's disease, Bell's palsy, Lyme disease, migraines, Williams syndrome, and autism. So yeah, not good. Meanwhile, our mate Putin, he's got a new enemy. Should we have a look at this new enemy? Yeah, this is there's an international manhunt, or actually woman hunt, for Lolita Bogdanova, and she's a Ukrainian OnlyFans model. Issues, same for the dads. But why are the Russian authorities hunting her? Well, there's been a cut down. They've been cutting down on debauchery in Russia. No more debauchery. And Lolita was pictured. This was a few years back now. I think it's in 2021. I don't know, posing. I think you'd call this art, wouldn't you? You'd call that art outside the Kremlin. But that is now illegal. And so they want her banged to rights. I bet they want to bang her to rights. Here you go, there's no one for the dads. Here you go. Oh, I'm so demonetised. Because, yeah, there's a crackdown on naughtiness. Can't be naughty in Russia anymore. Only person that can be naughty is Vlad, right? And there was another story I read the other day about this. If I can find... Can I find it? I bet I can't. I bet I can't find the story now. Where is it? Here we go. Yeah. This is Elena Agafonova, and she got into trouble because, well, she was posing next to a statue called the Motherland Calls in Volgograd, which is previously known as Stalingrad. And there's a big statue there. Here it is. Here she is posing with it. But that's not the issue. Because do you want to see what she did? She pretended to tickle the statue's right breast. And that got her into an awful lot of trouble. And she actually went on the run to Sri Lanka. Yeah, she hid out in Sri Lanka. And here is a better picture. Here's a file picture of her. There you go. But yeah, now she's she put out an apology. Again, I don't know why they fuzzed the face out, but she put out an apology. But she still faces criminal prosecution in Volgograd, and is looking at a sentence up to 5 years in prison. And here she is, being arrested. This is being arrested by the new morality unit in Russia. So there you go. No more sauciness. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. I suddenly got the sneezes. How unfortunate. So there you go. Be warned. Be warned. You have been warned. What else have we got? Here we go. This is the world's tallest man posing with the world's shortest woman. They made the news a few years back when they posed in front of the pyramids. There you go. Look at that. That was in 2018. Well, they've been reunited for another photo shoot. And again, you get a real idea of the perspective. This was in Irvine, California yesterday. I've been there. That's Sultan Kozan, who's 8'3", and Jyoti Amji, who's just 2 foot tall. There you go. So there's a story. Can't do that one. Oh, got pothole story. This is, we're going to Church Street in Burnley, where they found this 11-foot long pothole, which is in the shape of the United Kingdom. Wow. Oh, that's the best pothole story yet. Meanwhile, let's lower the tone. Should we lower the tone? This is the story of Mitchell C. Vest. See his vest, made from real gorilla chest. Let's have a look at him. Here he is. So what was he doing? Well, you won't ever go to an antique shop again when you find out what he's been doing. He was, he was wandering around Texas Antique Gallery. This is called the Antique Gallery in Houston on February 8th. And they couldn't, the owners there, the dealers there, couldn't believe their eyes when they checked out surveillance footage. And he was wandering around the shop. Again, it's not a very good picture because it only got a small one. He was wandering around very furtively, and he was wearing a kilt. You know, okay, maybe he's got Scottish heritage. But no, it was worse than that, because what he was doing, right, is he was wandering around the shop, taking items off the shelf and inserting them into his bottom before putting them back on the shelves. The items included a makeup brush, a restoration hardware piece, I don't know what that is, an antique bottle opener, and a tobacco tent can. Yeah. They said he'd been seen on several occasions at the 85,000 square foot shop, often loitering for hours without making any purchases. But they called the police on February the 10th after seeing him in the makeup brush and hardware piece, shoved them up his anus, and then returned them to the shelf. And here he is wearing his kilt, caught on camera. There we go. He's been arrested, charged with one count of criminal mischief. Criminal mischief. Okay, they're still looking for a female who was with him, and here he's being led in. I mean, it's not nice, is it? But yeah, his description was circulated, and horrified dealers as far away as Galveston and Tomball realised he'd also been in their shops. Oh. Oh dear. Yeah, it's pretty grim, isn't it? Pretty grim. Constable Mark Herman of Harris County Police Department said the male was observed removing items and placing them back on the shelves. Due to the loss of multiple antique items that had to be disposed, we obtained a warrant for his arrest for criminal mischief. His bail had been set at $100, and the shop's estimated damage cost $74 at the Curiosity Shop and $130 at the Antique Gallery. I'm glad the officers got to the bottom of it. No, okay then. It's pretty grim, isn't it? It's pretty grim. What else have we got? Have we got any funnies? Not at the moment. Sorry, just scrolling. Okay, we can do that one. We're going to China. This is in the city of Huzhou at a circus. This was last Tuesday. And, well, sometimes the bear wins. Yeah, they were obviously doing an act with a bear when the bear just decides he's not having it. He was having a bad day. You could say he couldn't bear the act. How long we've done. How about this? Weird items you can buy online. Okay, we'll do that. Is this from Board Panda? It is. And I'm stealing it. I'm liberating it from the Daily Mail website. Why not? Why not have a toilet seat with different food items on? I mean, it's what your food used to be when it came out of your bottom, I suppose. I guess that's the logic of that. Portable baby bath? Nope. A lobster claw holder. Why? That dog seems to be wearing makeup. Sorry, that dog's a cat. I don't even know what's going on there. They photoshopped the glasses onto the model. It's very bad Photoshop there. Counterfeit Garfield, who looks like he's taken the wrong pills. Huh? This is a kitchen accessory for those who have soft toys in the kitchen, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, special price. It's exactly the same as the regular price. They often do that. Of course, Lady Diana bag. Everybody wants one of those. How about that then? a bin, because you often think of a small child sleeping next to a bin, and a hairdryer that seems to be sparking. Something there for everyone. Bored Panda, you need to pick up your game. That wasn't very good. I was expecting more laughs, though I did like the cat with the makeup. That was quite bizarre. It's such a good. I thought it was a dog. We got anything else before we do an animal story? Just having a little scrolly. Nope. Mind you, I suppose the bear one could be. Okay, let's do an animal story because I've got to the bottom. I've got to the bottom. This is the story of farmer Michael Andrews. Right, he'd had a hard day out in the field. He was heading back indoors. Oops, like you do, heading back in after a hard day on the farm, and wait a minute, what's going on here? Oh dear. That's not good. How did they get in there? But they make a right mess of the place. And now, I guess, they've got to get a move on. Eh? Move on? No? Okay then. Well, I thought it was funny. Yep. He'd head back and found a load of cows in his living room. He was in a state of shock. He got his camera out when he saw the light on, thinking that maybe somebody else was in there. And yeah, he found one cow taking a nap on the sofa, and the others just moving around. And here is Michael with one of the cows. But yeah, so you got to be careful with your livestock, haven't you? So there you go. I think they caused a lot of damage. Yeah, they brought in mud and spread it around the place. I think it wasn't just mud. I think that was cow shit. But there you go. So that's the story of the day, the animal story of the day. Shall we see if there's anybody in? I doubt it. Let's have a look. We've got 8 people in. Andrew's in. He says, I'm in. He said, I had a goldfish when I was young. We weren't sure if it was a girl or a boy. You don't even tell. You pick it up and give it a little shake. If it rattles, it's a boy. Dr. Oz says, should always be bought in by the tin, not plastic squeezy bottles. He's a purist when it comes to Lyle's golden syrup. Simon said, good day. You remembered your Bible correctly. I'm good like that. And Andrew says, bless you. I know, it's a big sneeze, wasn't it? And Simon says, the Russian morality police indeed. And Robbie's in. He says, hello. Do I ever listen to Nick Cave? No, I never listen to Nick Cave. I won't say anything else. Dog Cam, she's not in here, so you can't have it. And she says it was a moose steak indeed. And runs in, alright, Clive. And Oz says it could have been worse, could have been in the hi-fi room. It was his Xbox was in there. That's even worse. Robbie says that guy must have been utterly furious. Indeed. And we'll end it there with all the cow jokes. Remember, don't have a cow, man. And yeah, thank you for watching. And that's another coffee time for today. Remember, killing the channel one video at a time. You've only got a few hours left to enter the totally underwhelming Steve Hackett raffle. Oh, I should probably post the it's been totally an absolute washout. It was a mistake. Should never have done this one. I didn't know that they were gonna not be as popular. Oh God, is that all? Uh, how many people have been? How many people taking part? We've got some more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people, but not many tickets have been sold. And soon I've given away 2 copies. It's been a complete washout. I've completely fucked it. I've really fucked this up. So I need people, if anyone's watching, to give generously, because I've blown my budget on this. So yeah, go and buy loads of tickets, please. Buy loads of tickets because I've just spunked my budget on these. Doctor says I bought a ticket. Good, you're in with a chance then. It was funny because the other day there was only 4 people. It's gone up to 10 now, but they've only been buying 50p tickets, and I've got 2 copies, and I've just completely fucked this up. But it doesn't matter. It's all good fun. But if you want to get a ticket, there's plenty of time to get some. 9 hours, 56 minutes, and 47 seconds left. Thank you for watching. That's it for today. You remember, you gotta drink out, and I'll see you tonight. Ta ta.